Another big game, Matt. England, Argentina. England without Owen Farrell. Steve Borthwick still saying this week, they're on making good progress. Maybe you see it that I don't, but are we getting to a stage now, like if England were to beat Argentina, like it's a great day, to say the obvious, of course it's a good day, but like are they even, are they favourites anymore, or are Argentina well favourites?
I don't think England are favourites. I think it's a very close run game. Argentina can play very well. If you put Scotland, Australia, and Argentina together, and they had to play each other, look, they are also inconsistent, but so evenly matched. So Argentina defeated England and Twickenham last year. They've beaten New Zealand and Australia in the last 12 months, or probably 15 months now. So Argentina are very capable. Michael Cheika is their coach with Felipe Conoponi, has really got them in a good place. They've got their defence sorted out, but still at times they fall apart. So, against South Africa in Argentina, they played very poorly. Their defence was poor. They then go to Ellis Park. I thought they'd get a hiding, and they just lost. So, and of course, they beat the Wallabies. So what does all that mean? If Argentina turn up, they can win this game, 100%, 100%. And most of that is down to I've got no other term but horrid play we're seeing from England. The only thing I can say about why England should win is I'm just saying they can't play any worse than they've been playing. I mean, they've just been exceptionally poor, dysfunctional. Everyone was criticising George Ford for kicking the ball against Ireland. And he had no one outside him. He had no shape, no attacking shape outside him to say we can take the ball forward by running. He just didn't have it. It was pathetic. Their defensive system was shambolic. So unless they get on top of those things, Argentina will beat them. And probably if we're just talking about what evidence we've been presented with over the last 12 months, and we come back to one of Quinny's initial statements, which is totally correct. If you're going well in a World Cup, it's to do with your preparation. That's why, I've got a little quote written down here, by a guy called Joseph Addison. We can't guarantee success. We can't guarantee success if we do by doing something better, but we can deserve it by what we do. So in other words, you deserve what you get. And England are deserving what they get. And that's why we're saying Ireland have got a shot at this World Cup because of what they've done the last 15 months, their preparation. What they've done their last 15 months is allowing us to say they got a good shot at this. They got a really good shot. We all know it's going to come down to a quarter-final, but they've got a great shot at this. We look at England against Argentina or even to win at a semi-final stage, and you're saying, well, it's highly doubtful because the last 12 months has been shocking. And they've only got themselves to blame for that. I feel for Borthwick. I think he's been given a poison chalice. Having said that, we're not seeing any progress or changes in the structure of that team to give us any hope that they can come out. Now, Stu, I think you were mentioning that there's talk Marcus Smith maybe start at fullback. Now, if that's the case, Marcus Smith's a talented young man. Why have we not seen that in the past? So the idea is if you play what New Zealand do, they play Rich Mo'unga at 10 and they play Bowden Barrett at 15. There's your two 10s on the field. We saw Australia do it with Kirby Beale a couple of years ago. He played Kirby Beale on the field and they had success. There's a lot of merit to that. But you don't do it in the first round of the World Cup against Argentina when you haven't done it for the last 12 months. So, yeah, look, and part of me too wants to see Czech do well. I really mean that. The Argentinians have been poorly treated for decades by World Rugby. They're in the championship now, but it's tough for them. And they're in a position where they as we said, they are deserving to win. And I think they'll have too much for England, who have been really, really poor. How Mario Itoje, who was one of the greatest second rowers I've seen in my life a few years ago, is playing to the low level he is at now, I think personifies where the English camp is.
Alan, your thoughts on the Marcus Smith situation? I think it actually might be, if he comes off the bench, it would be at fullback, is the correct thing they were saying this week. And they asked him, I think it was a couple of days ago or weeks ago, have you ever played fullback? And he goes, no, but I'd love to.
Jesus.
But, well, I'm obviously taking that, and hopefully that is correct. But more so coming into a World Cup, whether it's off the bench or a start, going in at 15, be very tricky when, in my opinion, he's a very good 10.
He is, yeah. He's very talented, and if they're considering doing something like that, you can do it if needs be, that somebody gets injured and you've got to slot somebody in there. You just got to make do if there's a couple of backs injured or something like that. But
I suppose Daly and Watson are struggling.
They are. So look, he's an option there. They've their squad names, so I think he's a talented player, and he's probably capable of doing that. But England have been all over the shop really, and this kind of sums up where they're at. They're kind of I think their preparation has been really poor. The team, the players, the talent they have, they should be in a better position. So they're at a pretty low ebb, and Matt said it there, which makes perfect sense. I think, can we see them any poorer? Who knows? I just think Argentina play with a ferocity and a skill set and a pace and a tempo that it's going to be difficult for England. England really need to, the last couple of weeks, I think, of their training, I think if they can fix some of the issues, yes, they're very well capable of winning. But and can Marcus Smith as a footballer go in at full back? Yes, he can. But if you're Nicolas Sanchez, then what are you doing? Are you going to be peppering high balls on him and asking those sort of questions? We saw Jordan Larmour play at full back a few times, incredibly talented footballer, but some of the aerial stuff didn't suit him when he played. Robbie Henshaw went back there, so it's a very precarious position, and if you have a good 10 in the opposition team, they can start exposing you there. From a running point of view, from a passing, from an attacking point of view, yes, he could be very dangerous, but I'd be worried about that if it happened.